people, Fisayo here. Welcome back to my channel. On this channel I talk about faith, lifestyle. I also review books and magazines. Hope you are doing well. Thank you to my new subscribers and my returning subscribers. I'm really grateful. Can I just say to please like, comment and subscribe if you haven't, and if you're watching me. And I know some people send me private messages, but please could you comment in the section below. One, it helps YouTube to recommend my video, and two, it shows engagement with my video. If you're watching me maybe with a television, please log in with your phone for my sake. Just so you can like and comment, because I know with the TV it's very difficult to comment or to share sometimes, but I know there are a lot of smart TVs these days, but the one I know is difficult for you to share or to comment. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So I've always wanted to do this video. For the longest time I've thought about it, but life got in the way, a lot of things happened, and I thought, right, I'm happy I'm finally doing it. Okay, right, how I almost became a potato peeler in the UK. Okay, now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying those doing it is wrong or it's not acceptable or there's a problem with them. I'm just saying that is not what I actually wanted to do. But the reason why I was considering it then was because of pressure, right? I came from Nigeria, and when they hear somebody's gone to the UK or to Europe or to America or any country outside of Nigeria, okay, they consider that person to be better off, like well off, and being able to do better, send money, that sort of thing. And that's when you start getting phone calls from random people. Okay, and it's not just phone calls, it's threats sometimes, like some people would call you and would say, oh, remember what I did for you when you were this, that. It's not fair, It just breaks my heart that, yes, God put you in that position to do it for me then. If I have now, I will give you. And if I don't, I don't. There's nothing I can do. People start making, like, oh, your husband does this, or your wife should be doing that, and they put pressure and pressure. Especially when we, moved in with my husband, when we got married, and, there were so many phone calls. Oh, I hear you're now in the UK. You should be, almost like picking money off the tree or picking it off the trees. Off the floor. It's not true. You are going to work for every penny you get. And, like, oh, if you get to the UK, just start working. And I'm like, it's not that easy to get a job. If you're getting a job, why are you getting a job? And do you find fulfillment in it? But some people just don't care. As far as they are in the different country and they feel you're better off in a way, you have to send money to them. It's the phone call, the constant text messages that just puts you off sometimes. And I remember when somebody I was speaking to, I was saying, oh, I now need a job. It looks like I was looking down on myself that, oh, I'm hopeless and useless. How can I come to the UK and not get a job? It looks like everybody's getting a job and then you make pounds, So the person said, oh, he hasn't got an offer for now, but he will let me know if he has an offer. But there's something he would want to recommend, which is a potato peeler. And also a lady too said, because they were related anyway, so yeah, that's a good one. You can go for the potato peeler. And I was like, what do they actually do? Because I didn't know what to ask. And she said, oh, they just peel potatoes for maybe to make chips and all of those things. So your job is just to get the skin off, because there's a lot of potatoes and all this being fried. I think the machine will cut it and all those things. But I know there should be machines now, but I think there was a job then in the UK that you can actually be a potato peeler. I said, okay, I'll think about it. I thanked them, obviously, because it was out of, just wanting to help me. And my husband was like, is that what you really want to do? I'm like, yeah, but I've got to work. I've got to. My husband was like, so you want to become a potato peeler? I'm like, yeah, I don't mind as long as it gives me pounds. And he said, all those people putting you under pressure, when they ask you, what job do you do? What are you going to say? I peel potatoes, and I was like, no, we're going to look for something you're passionate about. And I'm so super grateful for my husband, because if not for him, because of the pressure I was experiencing then, is something I would have considered. But my husband was like, no, you're nowhere going to be a potato peeler. We are going to wait for the job that we are trusting God for, okay? And I'm happy. But the whole point of doing this video is just the pressure. The pressure was so much. And some people were even, apart from calling me, they were speaking to my parents, like, oh, Fisayo is abroad now. She should get money. She should send money to you. You should be doing this and doing that. And sometimes when I hear it, it just breaks my heart, because not only the one person is asking, you now have friends, you have brothers and sisters, you have cousins, you have in-laws, you have relatives, you have friends of friends, you have neighbors. It's just, the list keeps getting longer and longer. And it's not just them. It's people that hear that you are abroad and then they pass your number. I mean, it's not to make anybody feel bad. It's not to make you feel bad, whoever is watching my video. I mean, me doing it as well, it breaks my heart that I'm actually saying it out. But it's the pressure. I mean, if I'm putting pressure on myself, it's different. But when people are putting pressure on me, it's a different level, okay? So please be gentle, be patient. When we tell you we don't have, or we're trusting God, don't start sending. Some people, when you even tell them that, oh, I'm trusting God, they say, the fact that you're abroad, you're better off. And it's not true. Some of these people, when you see them in functions, in parties, or maybe you see a video of them or a picture of them, or the house they live, is bigger and more beautiful, and the clothes they're wearing, you probably don't have any of such in your wardrobe, okay? So please be gentle, please be patient. Please follow your dream. Maybe I could have become a potato peeler, and from being a potato peeler, being something else, who knows? But the whole moral of the story is, don't bow to pressure. Okay, I'm happy. My husband was a very strong support system. You might be on your own. You might not have that strong support system. But if you're bowing to pressure, give yourself a limited time. Like, maybe if you have to do jobs like this, like a potato peeler, or another job that is not what you actually wanted to do, have a goal, have a vision in mind. Don't stick to it. Like, say for instance, if I became a potato peeler, I would not do it. Maybe I would set myself a target, like, or maybe at the end of maybe 1 year or 2 years, I'm going to quit this is what I'm moving on to. Because the problem is, if you stay put and they start promoting you from one level to the other, what's going to happen is you get stuck. Okay, so still keep that vision in mind, even though you have to do something that you're not wanting to do. It's not something that you plan to do, but it's just because you have to make money. Keep your vision alive. Don't bury it under the something that you don't want to do. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I'm sorry if I've offended anybody, but it's just what I have to say. I have to get it out there to help people that I've also been friends with here. They have a similar. Thank you so much for watching, for listening. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Till I see you next. Whatever you do, keep going, keep moving, and don't stop. Till I see you next time. Bye.